Up till about 3 months, he was perfectly normal in terms of meeting milestones. And then after 3 months, we noticed something changed. Like he wasn't progressing. At 3 to 4 months or even 5 months, you start to get head control. You start to do more tummy time. He just wasn't doing any of that. And if he did, he was like in pain. We knew something was wrong.
We were hospitalized for about 10 days, just running all the tests that you can imagine.
Your son has this disease called UBA5.
When you think about rare disease, like his is ultra rare. I want to say even like beyond rare because there's only about 30 cases in the world.
You have a child and you imagine all the good stuff, and now it's like totally opposite. It was the hardest time.
There's no single treatment for UBA5. We took like a month to just digest, grieve, and do all that. Just started reading more papers. And once we knew gene therapy, even though a lot of it's experimental, but at least it provides hope, I reached out to a few contacts of mine, both in the West Coast and in the East Coast. And Miguel and Dr. Gal were the first ones to get back to us and say, hey, we think we can do this. Let's try it if you're open to it. And to us, it's like, of course, if this is the only hope, we feel confident that UMass is the right choice to be on this journey with us.
We're actually beginning to have opportunities to do design therapies for individual children. That's what this Translational Institute for Molecular Therapy is all about. It's really about translating in individual cases, in individual diseases, the technology into a treatment. The key components of this, there are basically 4 of them. The first is establishing a proof of concept. We begin by assuming that we know what gene this is based on gene sequencing or other information from the patient and their family, but we confirm that concept by making some kind of gene replacement tool. So then we have 3 more major components, and these are the ones required to satisfy the FDA. One is then called preclinical proof of concept. In this case, there are a larger number of animals done so that statistically less common toxicities can be identified, and the specific doses and routes of delivery are sort of tested in a somewhat proportional way to what might be envisioned to be used in the clinical trial. The second is manufacturing of patient-grade material, and we've developed various technologies to do that. And then the final step is to identify a clinical trial protocol, an investigator place time, and then understanding the dose route and what the outcomes are that we're going to do in the very first in-human trial.
With gene therapy, it gives them a really good shot at a better quality of life, right? So just imagine if, just a little bit, if he can start to control his body and sit, that's a win for us, and that's a win for him.
He was brought into this world, for us, and it sucks that he has to go through this, but
yeah, make every day count.
The clock is ticking. That makes it all the more crucial that we accelerate this translation.
Wow. The next step is to raise, $2 to $3 million to enable gene therapy for Raiden. We really do believe if we can get gene therapy in time before his health goes south, that we can really make a difference in his life.